It's that time again when black lives actually matter. With just weeks to go before the election, Democrats realize that they're going to need the black male vote to win this thing. They're pulling out all the usual suspects to guilt you.
You just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
They're romancing you by promising to give you free stuff, all the while replacing you with Venezuelans. So I guess black lives do matter on occasion. On the off chance they make it past their birth canal. Listen, man, y'all have to see this movie. This is a generational changing movie. You got to see it before the election. It's only available for a limited time on X. Link is be in the description section, but we have to review this full trailer because it's insane. Let's get into this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 1916 Project. Don't get it confused with 1619 Project. I did it 100 times, but it's the 1916 Project brought to you by my homeboy, Seth Gruber, an incredible guy. And at the end of this video, towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you a little bit of the interview that I did with him. It was a 2-hour-long interview. We're going to launch that probably next week. It is incredible. But I want you to watch this trailer because I've seen the movie. I've seen it. I watched it when it premiered at church. Me and Seth actually did a premiere at my church, at my home church. Thousands of people there. It literally, if you watch this and you don't cry or you don't feel something, you need to go talk to the Lord. Something dead in you. But I want to let you guys watch this trailer because I had the pleasure of voicing over the trailer, which was absolutely incredible, man. It was good to be able to be a part of such an incredible movement, and I think everybody should know about this. So let's watch the trailer real quick, and then we're going to talk about it. The White Rose Resistance, the 1916 Project, the story of how Margaret Sanger and the eugenicists, how they've used Planned Parenthood to really destroy an entire generation. And the fecklessness of the church is another thing that bothers me. But let's watch this trailer real quick. Y'all wrote a clip. It's that time again when black lives actually matter. With just weeks to go before the election, Democrats realize that they're going to need the black male vote to win this thing. So they're pulling out all the usual suspects to guilt you into voting for their chosen candidate.
You just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
Like they always do, they're romancing you by promising to give you free stuff, all the while replacing you with Venezuelans. They're gonna give you weed and Bitcoin. They're telling you to vote for her because she's black, like you, sorta.
She is not new to being black.
So she get what it's like to be black, right?
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay.
Sometimes the truth slips out accidentally.
And you ain't black.
So I guess black lives do matter on occasion. On the off chance that they make it past their birth canal. You heard me. The left is doing everything in their power to prevent that very thing from happening. Don't believe me? The majority of abortion mills and murder factories include Planned Parenthoods are in black neighborhoods. The vast majority of babies aborted are black. It's not even close. But that was by design, premeditated. The marriage of the Democrat Party and Planned Parenthood is on full display. They use slogans like "my body, my choice" and reproductive rights as euphemisms for what Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, really had in mind: the extermination of the black population in the United States of America.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, her vision.
But they did what they always do. They scrubbed the inconvenient truth about Margaret Sanger's design to exterminate the Negro population, but kept up the charter with the fervor you may describe as religious. So apparently black lives never mattered except as a means of a bloody end. Find out how racism has been in the DNA of the Democrat Party going back 100 years. The dirty secret is that Planned Parenthood lynched more unarmed black lives every 2 weeks than the KKK lynched in a century under the guise of bloody autonomy, women's choice, and freedom. From eugenicist extremists to Nazi proponents and sympathizers, Ku Klux Klan leaders, and the architects of Jim Crow South. The goal never changed: exterminating the Negro population. But there's hope. The Democrats know that black men have woken up to the reality of what they represent, and they're terrified. The destruction of the family, the celebration of child mutilation, the dilution of the black voice through illegal immigration, the degradation of morals, and the unhinged and irrational advocacy for abortion, all with the root motive of a black genocide. So join Seth Gruber as he takes us back to the origins of Planned Parenthood and its racist founder, Margaret Sanger, and see how she influenced the Nazi Party, the extermination of blacks, and finally the modern death cult known as the Democrat Party, who has taken up her torch with bloodthirsty religious fervor. To understand where we are now, we have to go back to where it all started, 1916. The 1916 Project, exclusively on X, October the 22nd. Oh my goodness. I noticed you guys watched that trailer. I'm telling you, man, it's way more to it than that. I think this is the shortened version of the trailer. This movie is absolutely incredible. It's going to blow your socks off. Some of the stuff that Seth goes over is stuff that you have never heard before. I was literally blown away watching this documentary, and it's available right now on X. If I hadn't said it 100 times, I want you to know, go watch it right now. It's only available for a limited time. As you can see at the very end of the trailer, it says until November the 13th. Go watch it. Go watch it. Show your support. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your cousin, them. And we need this message to get out here. Let me just show you a quick clip of me and Seth in our interview, because I brought him here to the cigar lounge. We smoked a little cigar, had a little bourbon, and we went over a lot of things. It's a whole 2-hour interview that I'm going to post next week. But here's just a snapshot of him and I having a conversation about the White Rose Resistance and a little bit of this documentary. I want you to hear this. Roll the clip.
I talk about my ministry, the White Rose Resistance, and so I launched it right after the overturning of Roe versus Wade, and we're now the fastest growing pro-life organization in America.
First of all, this dude is the most brilliant dude I've ever sat down and talked to in my life. Just know, this is 2 hours into the interview. At the beginning, my mind was popping. Listen to all the facts that he can somehow regurgitate and remember. It's insane to me. Roll the clip.
America. And the White Rose Resistance is based off of the original White Rose Resistance in Nazi Germany.
I remember.
Brandon, which is incredible given some of the Nazi links that we were just talking about and all this stuff, right? And there's even more there, by the way, and we didn't even get, like, one of the guys who wrote for Margaret Sanger's magazine designed Hitler's euthanasia program.
That's crazy.
Let me say that again. A man who wrote for Sanger's magazine designed Hitler's euthanasia program and was called the predominant medical presence behind the Nazi sterilization program of those that they didn't want reproducing or having children.
Crazy.
Anyways, but so when you understand the legacy and heritage of Christian resistance, you understand why we're in the position that we're in today. Christians used to push back, bro.
Yeah.
Christians used to speak up.
Yeah.
Christians used to get involved. Christians used to get uncomfortable to oppose evil. To the Old Testament phrase, Brendan, is to tear down the high places.
Right.
And in the Old Testament, the high places were actually like literal physical high places. And it was on those high places that they would do orgies and temple prostitutes and sex cults.
Sacrifice.
But then if a baby was conceived, because you don't have the right to orgasms without responsibility, they would sacrifice the child to Baal or to Moloch.
Right.
And so we see the two pagan gods in the Old Testament that generally destroyed Israel's sovereignty and led God to give them over to be ruled by people who hate them was sex cults and baby sacrifice. Bro, what are the two pagan gods of American culture in the 21st century today, if not sex cults and child sacrifice?
Bro, I'm telling y'all, we get into this, bro. I mean, this is the end. We about to go home and go to bed after this one. We were talking for 2 hours about this incredible topic and this incredible movie. And Seth Gruber is the founder behind this movie, or he's the man with the magic behind the movie. And you don't want to miss it. Go check it out right now. I didn't talk enough. I hope that all y'all already left the video anyway to go watch it. It's available right now on X. Go check it out. Link is in the description section. And I want, after you watch it, come back to the video and comment on this video in the comment section. And tell me what you think about what you saw. Comment and tell me what you think about what you saw. All right. And I'm going to pin the best comment. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.